Sturgians, welcome back again to another episode of Tactical Enlightenment. This YouTube channel is dedicated to all things Bannerlord, but especially advanced field command and battlefield tactics. And we continue on with our Companions in Blood series. This entire army, this huge army of 41 guys, these are all companions, right? These are all high-end companions from our campaign, right? I've handpicked some of our best guys here, and we've been seeking challenges all over the battlefields of Calradia. Here it looks like we have multiple Sturgian armies that want to give it a go here. 537 total Sturgians, and of course we'll play at normal player damage. And now let me show you a little bit about these units here, these armies we're facing. So she's got right away at the top, you see she has 11 Dreadzenik champions and 19 horse raiders. The next guy's got some tier 5 infantry. Kind of a mix, but also some veteran sword sisters. Pretty solid overall army. And this guy right away, Dreadzenik champion and heroic linebreakers, 20 of them. That's a pretty good army. And then this last guy, he looks like he got sucked into the army here. He only has 40 troops, but nevertheless, these are going to be the victims, or at least so we hope, the potential victims for this episode. Now we're going to... this battle might be a series of battles, right? Because there are other Sturgians behind this. If we're successful with this, you can sort of consider this like a ladder tournament. We're gonna advance to more difficult challenges. And the reason I think we can win is because of this map here. And get these are all my second corps here. So these are all elite heavy cav. And look at this map. This map has water. This map has different areas we can channel the enemy. This is a delicious map for a tactician like me with an army hand-picked of our best companions to channel the enemy, to slow them down, and to provide for general slaughter. So I'm going to position my troops in advance down this hill, and we are going to find a nice defensive positioning. We're going to do some kiting. We're going to do a lot of nasty things to the enemy here. Again, we're outnumbered, what is it, like 13, 14 to 1 here, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. I got to adjust a few things here. Sorry, my volume for the game is kind of low. I realize my music is louder than the game volume. You want to have a nice mix there. I've tried to find a balance over the months, and I think I've found a decent balance. So the second corps, that's heavy cav. They'll be doing a lot of defensive work. The 8th cav is mostly knights that'll charge and do major damage. And then, of course, the other units are all ranged units that can also swing an axe with the best of them. The 6th in particular is skirmishers, and the 4th is more archers. So let's see where these fucks are coming from. Oh yeah, I could just barely see them coming from that village up top there. Well, that's perfect. They're going to be coming downhill at us, but we're not going to fight right here. We're going to cross this river, and we're going to set up a nasty ambush. This little fishing village, I guess it is, they've got their nets out trying to catch stuff. Well, we're trying to catch some overzealous Sturgians here pouring down this hillside. I got to re-enable a few things there. Sorry, sometimes I make cinematic movies. Sometimes I turn off some of the settings. I got to readjust those. I apologize. All right, we're going to hold fire here, and look at all this area. I can kite, right? I can move units all the way down here. We can kite. We can have our archers pulling back. We can have our infantry pulling back. This is going to be savage. This is optimal for us.
Move! Soldier! Everyone! Troops! Everyone! Soldiers! Move! Infantry! Move! Infantry! Line formation!
We position our units here across the way. Someone hit me already in the abdomen. Not a good idea to enrage the Jarl. The Jarl gets enraged. He flies in and kills people. Alright, second cav is here throwing javelins. Actually, I don't want them throwing that many javelins at 3 guys. Let's wait for the bulk. Look at all their javelins laying around like naughty kids. We're going to wait for the bulk of their forces to come around. Now we've got some targets for javelins, right? All of these shields are just going to get exploded by a dozen high-end javelins, right? Most of our companions have 250 plus throwing skill, so they're just eating their shields alive. And the death commences for the enemy here. Their heavy horses pushing in here on our left flank. We're going to be able to push these guys back. I'm wielding my very fast glaive here, and so we're going to start kiting. The 1st infantry, the 4th, and the 6th, those are the 3 units that I'm primarily going to be kiting with. Of course, cavalry don't need to kite, right? They're already moving fast. We're going to be attacking with cavalry. We're going to be dropping these guys from their horses and then lopping off their Sturgian heads. They still have a huge shield wall. We're going to have to whittle that down. We're actually suffering losses already. Someone probably got a good spear on one of the companions. and the kiting process has started. This is the key, right? You got these units kiting back here. They're gaining distance on the enemy because they're running on land, and they're hammering the enemy with ranged units. This motherfucker running through here. Get the fuck out of here. There's still a very large shield wall here that we're going to continue to have to just sort of whittle down here. All of my companions are still firing their throwing weapons. Some days I throw javelins well, other days I throw like a fucking new player. Alright, we're going to cross the entire lake here, this entire little river stream. We're going to keep the enemy in this deep water, and that's going to continue to allow us to kite, right? Them moving in the water means they're highly vulnerable to archers, highly vulnerable to our cav running them over, and we're going to be able to run through here and cause major damage. They've got archers all over the place over here. I swear a lot of my javelin throws are going right through the enemy. Like they got a hole in their elbow or something like that. There we go. I'm going to work on this archers here while my units continue to kite, wipe out their lord, and go in here and generally cause carnage. We're suffering more losses than I expected to at this stage, but I think that's going to be alright. Didn't mean to jump off my horse there, but we'll manage. More than capable on foot, motherfucking sword sisters. Alright, so it called the cav to me. They're already trucking these infantry and archers. Now we'll have them attack, and I'm basically going to follow them in with my own axe. Of course, I'll eventually get back on a horse, but I do like fighting on foot sometimes. Pick up a taxi here and commence to murdering. Now, on the far side over there, it looks like my troops have kited pretty well. So at this stage, now that their archers are sort of stalled and held up, we can attack their infantry body. Come on! See, my archers are all the way across on the far bank. The enemy, meanwhile, is knee-deep still in water. They're being shot. They're having javelins thrown at them. It's a recipe for death. Damn, that chick took 200 and... I don't know, it looked like she took 200 and something damage and it didn't kill her. There are very tough lords in my campaign, and in this 300 series, they are a vestige of the very difficult deathmatch campaign that I'm in. I think that gal there, Zamina, gonna take that bitch out. Alright. Enemy is totally fucked here in the water. They are being fucking cut to ribbons. These guys basically are just trapped, right? They can't move. They're having javelins thrown at them. They're being circled by cav. I'd be surprised if they don't rout soon. There's that enemy lord. Kill her. There we go. Wait, she still didn't die. Alright, so this is like a super lord. I'm just going to weave through here and try to take out as many of these archers as possible before it's on to the next challenge. Of course, my polearm is absolutely lethal to archers. And I think, yeah, that's it. Took them a little bit to rout there at the end, but that kind of a beating, almost every enemy force is going to head for the woods. Now, we did lose a companion here. We'll extract some fucking blood revenge for that shit. But it's on to the next battle here with this group of 300. Even if that was the only battle we fought, that's still a very acceptable battle for this series, right? 540 Sturgians into the marsh. They are dead, and we advance. Not going to take prisoners in this series. It doesn't really matter. And we move onward. Again, this is mostly just an exhibition. You can see quite a few of my companions are at 1%, but quite a few also ended up with a good amount of health in this battle. Alright, so 34 of us left, and lots of more Sturgians coming. What is that? 130, 190, and then 650 following them.
Stop there.
This guy wants some action here. Okay, 196 against our 34. The power bar is actually even. Like, I'm surprised in this instance we even got attacked. We like it though. We'll take on 190 Sturgians anytime. Now, I could fight in town, but they're uphill there. They're going to rain arrows at us. Let's try a little different tactic here. Let's fight in this little bowl area here. This is perfect. We'll be able to pound them with ammunition. We'll be able to throw javelins at them as they come in here and generally inflict some mass death and chaos. Some archers up on this ridge here. The fourth corps is archers. And we're going to hold fire till they come around that corner. You see how that works? They have to basically come around that corner before they can attack us. And when they do, they're going to get a javelin right in the fucking jugular. Here they come, these fucking insolent Sturgians. You see my archers positioned beautifully up top that hill. I've got the second corps here in shield wall. I've got an infantry corps there, all three of them, right? That's what we have in this Companions in Blood series. 3 is a division. We're going to pull these guys with me, and they're basically going to be a mobile attack unit. I love fighting on foot. We'll fight on foot here a little bit. Get the fuck out of here with your flag. That guy went flying. So did he. Let's do some javelin work here. We got our mojo back. Their infantry's pouring in. We like that. Now everybody can set to open fire. Watch the javelin fire on these guys. Hey, have a ride. That chick got exploded. She went flying down the hill. I wish I had a slow-mo of that shit. Alright, their infantry's sort of trying to bear in on me here. They're blocking everything in sight. But if they're blocking me, that means they're getting hit by somebody else, and it's not going to be good. They've definitely got their shield wall up. Sturgians are good at shield wall. They're chasing after some companions, so we'll kite with them downhill. They're intent on blocking everything I do. That's fine. Look at this guy, his axeman. He's axeman coming after me. When you have 330 athleticism, you just kind of snicker at enemy infantry. It's just not a threat. We could pick off some guys here with our javelins. Whoops, almost killed my own companion. The enemy's definitely starting to have second thoughts about attacking here. They're getting massacred. When you play as long as I have, you start to see like a body language in the enemy. And the enemy right now has very uncomfortable body language. They're very much like a sophomore or a freshman who's not sure if he wants to ask that senior out on a date. She's super hot, but he's really nervous. That's what the enemy's acting like right here. They're very nervous. I mean, they're getting hacked apart by axes. It's a fucking ugly situation. Do a little javelin practice here, right in the back. And the second wave of Sturgians is down. Now, ordinarily... Okay, wait, there's some archers there. Ordinarily, 200 Sturgians against your 40 would be death, right? You'd be fucked, but... this is no normal 40. Our archers look like discretion is the better part of valor here. These guys are taking off. I don't blame them. She just melted. She sounded like the Wicked Witch of the West right there. I'm melting. Yeah, this guy trying to get a shot in on me. I don't think so. All right. Sturgians down. Let's see if we've got another wave here of them. So only 4 knocked unconscious there, and we are healing in between these battles. Some of our companions have the perk where you get 30% more health from each successful battle. Well, of course, barely anybody was injured there, so a lot of guys actually healed in that battle. Still, now we have the largest Sturgian force boring down on us. Now we've got our real challenge on, right? This is a huge force, and we're not at full health. Frankly, this is insane. We're still going to try, though. We're still going to give them a shot. Normal player damage, of course. We're not running with any kind of handicaps for the series here. It's getting late. I've got the time pass mod, so time is elapsing in the game during these battles. This has been like an all-day battle here. There are Sturgian corpses all over the place. The villagers are all hiding inside their huts because they're afraid that whoever's victorious is going to rape, rob, and pillage. No matter what, they're afraid. All right. Let's see what we can do here. The power bar says it's impossible. Well, we're still going to give it a shot. We got a beautiful sunset here. We are going to provide another trap here on this bridge. And then, again, look to kite. Now, I may choose a little different location this time. I've got a little ridge behind me here that I've explored in the past. It's kind of like a Thermopylae type narrow pass. We'll try to use that and see if we can't check the enemy up that narrow area. But of course, we're also going to pound them as in the previous times with javelins at range, with arrows at range. Each new battle, of course, your troops get more ammo, right? They start with the full ammo slot. And that gives us at least some chance of pulling this off here. They're pouring in. These guys look like fucking... You ever seen those fucks in Costco? I swear they're only there for the samples. That's what this looks like. They're just pouring in, trying to get themselves a free 20-cent sample. My wife's actually one of those people, so I better be careful who I call a fuck. Alright, so the enemy's pouring on in. We killed their lord, demoralized these fucks some. Do some more bad javelin throws here. And now it's time to start fucking slaughtering their vanguard here, right? If we can push back some of these guys, this will definitely help. I've got to play a little bit like Rambo here. I've got to be a little bit reckless as our troops start unleashing the hail of darts. The beautiful battle scene. Holy fuck, they're throwing 1,000 hammers at us. We're not going to be able to stay that long right there, absorbing that kind of damage. They have way more infantry in this battle, and it seems like it's all in a shield wall. Yeah, we're losing a lot of troops just to the barrage of their weapons. I mean, this is, 600 troops. This is a massive amount of Sturgians. Let's get them up the hill here. I've already lost 4 or 5 companions just in the scrum of all these missile weapons coming in on us here. We're going to spread our units out, and as they come over this ridge, we're going to give them an absolutely lethal fire. Didn't mean to get off my horse here. Alright, my units they must be being pursued up this hill. They are. Let's fucking cav on them. Alright, let's get these units positioned at the top of the hill, and let's fucking blow the attackers off of these guys. Fuck you. We're gonna hammer these fucking Sturgians attacking our forces as they head up the hill. Our infantry is like fighting for their lives. Alright, let's spread our units out here. If we can get some crossfire here, we might be able to put on some nasty fucking arrow attack. Some of these guys I still see have javelins left. Let's open fire here. Didn't even get a chance to kill him with my javelin. My companions are killing him so fast. There's a lot of Sturgians here. They're pouring up the hill. Forces are sent to attack. I've got fucking the attention of 12 guys holding their shields up. Little recruits holding their little tiny mace up against me. Our second cav is wading in, but I see the death starting to occur. Of course, a lot of our companions are hurt. They're not even at full health. This bodes ill. Let me give a horse here before I get cut to ribbons. And as much as I would have liked to pull off this fucking endurance battle series, we're not going to be able to. There's just way too many Sturgians here. Shit, that's a lot. And the Jarl eats shit. Alright, well, that was an insane challenge. Some of these I'm considering labeling impossible battles, right? That would have been an impossible battle there. I mean, we took down another 200 and something Sturgians, but with injured companions, too tall of an order there to take out 600 Sturgians. But there you go. You know, we continue on with this series, this Companions in Blood series. May do a few more of these. I'm really enjoying these. Let me know what you think, fellas. Leave comments if you're interested. If you have questions about the companions or anything like that, I'm happy to answer questions. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more episodes from our channel. I appreciate you, fellas. And I will see you next time.